everybody! I'm so excited! Oh, I was thinking so many stressful things, and I did have to redo it for a second, but it actually worked, so I'm so happy. How is everybody doing? I hope you guys are good. I think it looks good on camera. I'm hoping that it starts for everybody in a minute and that you will see that I'm actually live. Hallelujah. Thank God for small favors, right? Yay! I'm so excited to woo! Such a relief off of me that it actually let me go in horizontal mode. Most people just hold their phone and go live. They don't have it in a holder, and whew, I'm so happy. How is everybody? Tell me how you are. Let me know that you're here, where you're from. Tell me what the weather is like. It is super hot here in Virginia Beach. Literally like scalding hot, like AC. What's that? Like it doesn't even feel like there's AC on, right? So hang in there with me and we're going to get started. I'm going to do a few announcements and then we will. Hey, Maleda. All right, let me see who's here today. I want to say hi to Clem and John and Monica, Rose and Cheryl and Sherry and Mom and John, of course. Hi, Lou. I thought you were going to be with the granddaughters. I didn't realize you were on here. Let's see. Rose. I already said Rose, I think. Hi, Lee. And Maleda. That's who's on for the moment. Hallelujah. I can't believe that I'm live. Like, literally, I'm like shaking. All right, so let's talk about this first little flyer. Earn to redeem. That means that for every $50 you spend this month, you're going to get 10% back in the form of a $5 coupon that Stampin' Up will email you to the email that you log into to put your orders in. So if you order 100, you're going to get two $5 coupons. If you order 150 and do your own party, you're going to have 3 coupons. So the more you spend, the more you earn. And then in August, you get to redeem them. So it's always fun when they do bonus days. That's what this promotion is called. And they do it once a year, so I always enjoy that. And we have so many new things that we want, right, from the annual catalog. We just had a release on the 3rd for the online exclusive, so there's tons of things that you might want to grab and get started with. So that's what this promotion is about. Like, speaking of the online exclusives, we have this gorgeous suite right here, which actually is a lot prettier than it looks printed out. I have to tell you, I saw Stampin' Up's Artisans designs, and they are literally amazing. I printed them so that I could show my team, and I'm going to show you guys as well. So there's specialty paper that's foiled, and then there's a vellum specialty paper, okay? And so I'm going to show you this first set of projects. And look at, this is the specialty paper, I'm pretty sure. That's vellum over the top. Gorgeous. Look at this little tag. I love that they added the tags to make kind of like a belly band on this project. Yes, thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. I thought you said turning in. So that's one of the projects. Isn't that gorgeous? Here's a slimline card, and look at how beautiful. Very well done. Here's another project with a lot of beautiful blending. I love that you can do a wreath with the bells on there. This one kind of looks like mistletoe a little bit, but it's super beautiful. And I love that paper with a little bit of sponging around it. And here is another project. So these were all done by the Stampin' Up Artisans. And you can see some of the vellum specialty paper was used here, and these bows are cut out of the vellum specialty paper. So just like it cuts out the stamp sets, it cuts out that paper as well, so you can cut them out of vellum, and it looks really, really well done, I think. So yeah, so this is really gorgeous. If you have been considering the suite and thought, oh, I just don't really like these ideas. I mean, how gorgeous are those ideas, right? They're stunning. So in this suite, you'll get this green and gold paper, which is foiled. You'll get this vellum specialty paper. You'll get 2 bundles. So you get the one with the bells and the greenery, and then you get the one with the tags and the sentiments that are all greetings for holiday season, New Year's, Christmas, and the like. You get the very vanilla satin ribbon, which they used like on this card. So see how pretty that ribbon is? And then you'll get the little cherry cobbler and pearl. So they have single ones that you can add like they did here. And then there is a project using the triples. So here they are like that. So they come already in 3s, so you don't have to pair them as 3s. You just pick up one set of 3 and put it on the project, which I think is kind of different. We haven't done that before. But yeah, very well done, this these embellishments. And then if you want to add on, this is not part of the suite, but it's the same style as the Christmas sentiments. You can get everyday greetings like hello and congratulations, thinking of you, anniversary for you, thank you, that kind of stuff. So yeah, this is a really fantastic suite. Then we have a second suite that's just one bundle suite that has this really fun all occasion paper. It has this bundle right here, which has another really cool tag like die or sentiment die. And then it has pecan pie and clear, and they call them ribboned adhesive back dots. So they have something running through them. They're not just plain. And then there's a white frayed ribbon for that suite. And I don't have any artesian projects for that, but as soon as I have them, I'll print them out again and I'll do that. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up, John. I appreciate that. And then, of course, you guys know that starting towards the end of August, I'll start Halloween projects. And Potions and Spells bundle is one of the bundles that's in the online exclusive. And then this Changing Leaves bundle is super gorgeous as well. Really well done. Let's talk about any order of $50, because I did talk to you about bonus days. So for the month of July, if you spend $50, you're going to get $5 back. But if you spend $50 and use my July host code, which I'm going to lay up on my desk, I wrote it one of these times, you have to use that code because I need it to count towards the host code on my website. So in order to get this July bundle, in the past I've been having Stampin' Up add your stuff so that you can get the bundle, but I really need you guys to start plugging in this host code. And a really simple way is to go to my blog, and if you click on the picture, it automatically takes you to a shopping cart and puts the code in for you, so you don't even have to type it. It literally is quite simple. Let me go to my website so I can show you. All right, so this is from my phone. So when you go to the website, you want to go to the menu, and you're going to hit blog. And then if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's the host code. So if you click on this picture, it automatically takes you to my online store, and it puts the code in for you. So when you go to the shopping cart, see it says you're shopping with me, and see there's the host code. So all you have to do is click one picture, and then it automatically puts it in for you, and you will be shopping with me, and you don't even have to type the host code. So it's super quick and easy. You don't even have to type anything. I made it like as easy as possible for you. And literally you can go to your shopping cart, you can click here and add the items that you want. You can search, if you know the item numbers, you can put them in the search bar. But it's super simple to be able to get this tutorial bundle. So the reason I'm talking about it is you're going to spend $50 to get the coupons anyway. So you're going to probably get my July bundle this month. And with the bundle, there's 42 projects. So literally it's a PDF with 42 different cards or 3D or whatever type projects for you to make, and you don't have to have those stamp sets. Like literally it's a sketch, right? You can make anything you want out of these, so it's a really great way to do that. All right, let's talk about my membership. So I have a membership group called Inky Hands Crew, and we get 2 videos a week with the bundle of the week. So this week I'm using Encircled in Nature, and so the 2 extra projects are going to be using that bundle. And if you want more information, you go to my website, click on the menu, look for memberships, and all the information should be there. But I have testimonials on that page and everything from people that are part of the membership. I would love for you to try it out. You can try it for 1 month. It's only $7.99. If you don't like it, you can cancel. But I hope that you will continue to do it, and it's a great way to support me if you're a hobby demo and you come to me for ideas, but you're purchasing from yourself. It's a great way to support my business, and I do appreciate those who do that for me. All right. So this Saturday is my card fiesta, and it's at LS Tech in Virginia Beach. So if you're local, I would love to have you join us on the 13th. And we usually get there around 12, and we eat, and then we make cards from 12:30 to 3:30. So I would love to have you join us, and I know that Rose is coming and Cheryl's coming. Hey Eileen, I didn't see you sneak in. How are ya? Hey Kimberly. Good, I'm glad you've been watching the tutorials. So yeah, so every other Saturday I am at this Mexican restaurant. I also have something new. I'm going to be at a local brewery in August, and I'm going to try it for a couple months, see how it goes. And it's from August on the 14th. It's 6:30 at night until 8:30, and I would love to have you join if you would love to come to that. It's called Voodoo Brewery, and it's right by Panera in Virginia Beach. Actually in the same shopping center that the Mexican restaurant is. It's only on the opposite end of that restaurant, and I'm just trying something new. It's going to be a kit class, and you get your choice of any kit that I bring with me, and then you get to put the kit together, bring friends, hang out with them, and it's always so much fun. And speaking of kits, let's talk about this month's collection. So this month's kit is Garden of Thanks, and look at how gorgeous these cards are. It is a stamping kit. It's $23, 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs, and it's only showing 2 of the designs here, but if you go to my website and you click on this, you'll be able to see all 3 of them, but there's actually 3 cards, not 2. Then there's a circus celebration kit, which I think is really, really cute, would make a great kids party. Or just like a fun, let's go to the circus kind of card. I mean, the circus comes pretty regularly, I think, at least for us. I took our kids when they were smaller, and actually my daughter and John got pulled up on stage. We were on the side, pretty much on the floor. I don't even know how I got those tickets, but they got to be part of some like magic show. Do you remember that, John? That was so fun. Hey, Carla, thanks for joining us. Is it your first time catching me live? I'm drinking some water because I'm already talking too much. All right, so anyway, that is the 2 new kits. And then last month's kits were Expression of Kindness, and then the Scenic Route Travel. And then the previous month was Hello Hollyhocks and City Sights kit, which this one is fantastic. It's a great Boss's Day. It's a great masculine kit. I just really love it. You can make birthday cards, but it doesn't have to be, you know, just guy Father's Day or whatever. All right, so we are in the month of July, and starting on July 11th, which is Thursday, you can get the next kit, which is called Time for Cake. Pretty awesome, but you have until the 10th, which is Wednesday. I don't know if I got rid of the graphic. I'm looking for it real quick. I don't know what I did with my graphic for my other paper pumpkin. I have been doing so many crazy things in this room That stuff is everywhere for the most part, and I'm lucky that I'm here, really, to be honest with you. I have stuff everywhere. But the kit that is good until the 10th, which is tomorrow, is that gorgeous floral box kit that I've been showing you guys for a while. I don't have it here, I don't believe. No. I've put it somewhere, who knows where. But the next one is going to have an additional stamp set. The next one is going to be called Time for Cake. It's Birthday Bash with elegant birthday cards made with rose gold details. It makes 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. The project includes printed card bases, coordinating envelopes and labels, embellishments, and rose gold cord. And then the coordinating colors are Moody Mauve, Night of Navy, which is the Stampin' Spot, Petal Pink, Pecan Pie, Pretty in Pink, and Wild Wheat. And you get a free additional stamp set. So it's going to have 2 stamp sets, which is pretty cool. The painted petals, that's good till tomorrow. This is what it looks like. There's a small version of it, but yeah, that's it. Okay. Let's move on from Paper Pumpkin. Oh, one more thing about Paper Pumpkin. If you're a subscriber and you haven't gotten the new dies that go with the new, they're called Every Celebration. I have them here to show them to you. They finally showed up. I didn't order them on day 1. Awesome, Carla. Thanks for hanging out with us. So here they are in person. So you can see they're rather large dies. This one is actually going to cut out a flower that's in the stamp set that they give us in the kit, which is nice. I don't think they've ever done that before, where we've actually cut out something from the stamp set. And then you have the word hooray. So I'm quite excited about this little set and using it with my Paper Pumpkin. And they come in this cute little pouch. So if you haven't ordered these, don't forget to order them. You can find the number and the order if you are on my website. If you go under Paper Pumpkin refills and other, I believe is where it's located. All right, and then I have PDFs for sale with my design team that I'm a part of, so check those out if you're interested. And then I also have Easter paper piecing and Halloween. So if you want to get a jump on Halloween and you haven't purchased the last 2 years worth of paper piecing patterns, you can still get in on it. They are very basic. You don't need a specific stamp set to work with it. So they're versatile from year to year to year. All right. And I hope that you guys have been enjoying the new catalog. I know that I have. I have really loved the way it's laid out. I think they've done a fantastic job with it this year. The set that we're using this week is not located in the catalog, which is why I didn't open it and share it with you. It's an online exclusive, and it's called Encircled in Nature, and this is the stamp set. So when you first see it, you may think, oh, that doesn't really interest me. What am I going to do with something that looks like that, really? But it's more than what meets the eye, because the dies take it to the next level. Hey Rita, I'm glad you're here. That's okay. You got to do what you got to do. I'm happy to have you as long as you can hang out with us. Thanks for joining us. So the dies take this set to the next level, and I only used the tree dies and then the one that cuts out the stamp tree for this card. But if you are interested in seeing what this set can do, I recommend that you join by Thursday this week my membership group, because you will get 2 additional projects. Also, in this month's tutorial for the design team, I am using this same set, so then you would get a 5th project with the set. And I'm going to have an alternate as well that will be on a blog hop on the 17th that you can check out as well with Encircled in Nature. So there'll be 6 ideas if you join the membership. So I hope that you would be interested in that. And let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to show you how to make our awesome card. This card is so moody and fun. I absolutely love it. All right, I don't know what I did with, oh, there it is. I was gonna say, oh no, I have lost my blending brush, and I'm kind of lost without that because we are using that. Okay, so let's start with our background piece. Well, you're gonna get it, Monica, because you're already part of the membership, and if you purchase the PDF when it comes out, it'll be available, I think, on the 17th when we do the blog hop. You'll have the card from the blog hop, plus the card from the tutorial, and the 2 extra projects, and the 2 cards I do this week. So you have 6 ideas. All right, so we're starting with a piece of 8.5 by 5.5, and it's smoky slate cardstock. It's scored at 4 1/4, and we're gonna go ahead and burnish it flat. I always like to hold on. All right, so as you can see here, I have kind of like a little mountain range or an outdoorsy area. And I have chosen to use basic gray cardstock for that. I've also cut the die cut trees out of basic gray cardstock. So I have 2 pieces of basic gray. They're both 4 1/4 inches wide. I have no idea how narrow they are because I didn't write it down. Looks like it's 1 3/4 and 1 1/4. Okay. So what you want to do is start with the larger one, and you're gonna like tear your little mountain range. So whenever you tear cardstock, you want to tear towards yourself. So you want to start off by grabbing on to the end farthest away from you and tear forward. So you're just going to just roughly wiggle around and figure out how much or how little you want showing. If you don't like it, you can tear a little more like that. I think I'm going to come down a little more on this one side and bring it up to this little mountain. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. So this is going to be the piece in the front, okay? And it's going to go all the way across our card. So we're going to do the same thing with the second piece. And this one I'm going to start and keep it kind of high, and then I'm going to bring it down kind of sloping to this side. I think I might round it a little bit more, and let's see how that's going to look back there. Not too bad. I think I need to bring this one there and this one like this. Yes, I am very happy with that. That's exactly what I'm going to do. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this one, or actually I like this, this one's a little more jagged. And as you can see, I have kind of a moon here. So I've taken a Post-it note and my 3/4 inch circle punch, and I've punched a little circle out of the Post-it note. That's okay, Janice. Thanks for joining us. And I'm going to put it about where I want the moon to be, and I'm just going to push it down onto the card. It's Post-it note, so it's not going to stick or rip the paper. But we want to start with that down because, as you can see here, I made us a little sky. It was a little bit brooding or whatever. So I'm going to grab a scrap paper, or try to. I have a billion scrap papers everywhere because I've been doing a little bit of paperwork the last few days. So we're going to grab one and bring it here. Okay. Oh, I forgot to throw this away. Let's do that. All right. And we're going to start with this piece, and we're going to lay it up near the top here, and we're going to angle it down. We're going to take our basic gray ink. We're going to pick up a little ink. I don't want it too dark, but all I'm going to do is lightly go against that kind of jagged edge. And when I pull that off, you see what I get? So then I'm going to come in over the moon here. I'm going to do another one. And I'm not picking up any more color. I want variation. I don't want it all one color, gray. But as you can see, this is darkening this, which is what we're going to use here at the bottom. So it's actually very simple. This time I'm going to leave a bigger gap. And again, I'm not filling in with any more ink. I'm just adding whatever's left on this brush over the top. Okay? That's what we have so far. And then I want just one more, just slightly lighter. So I'm just barely pushing. And see how it gives you that extra little eeriness in the sky? So now I am going to pick up a little more color because I want to go around this moon. I want it to be super stark. When I pull that piece up, I want you to really notice that bright moon. Okay? So I'm just depositing color in a circular motion right over the top of that Post-it note. And then I'm also going to use what's left on my brush and bring some of that gray down. Okay? And you can add as much or as little of this into your sky as you want. I think I want to add just a smidge more, like another small line. Yeah, there it is. Right there. You make your sky however you want it. And every time you make it, of course, it's going to be completely different. So now we want to darken our second piece right here. Okay? So let's come in and pick up some more color. And we got to darken it. And not only do you want to darken that side, you want to darken the bottom, which I didn't do on this one, but I'm going to do it now. You just don't want it to be so regular colored sky. So this is what we're going to have here. Maybe this way, I think. I like it. All right. So now we are going to attach these pieces onto our card base. I'm not going to take the Post-it note off yet because I want it to be like, wow, right? And because we've darkened this gray cardstock and made it a little darker, you can use the same cardstock color for your trees. So for the dies, I have 2 of the large set of tree lines and 2 of the small. So let me grab the die set again. Thank you, Lou. So here is the large tree line, cuts that out. And here's the little one. So you have the 2 small and then 2 of the larger tree line is what I have used here, okay? But because I didn't shade these, you see how they're gonna stand out among the paper? So that's how you can use the same color cardstock and the same color for your base. Okay. Now I've also taken my basic gray and I've inked up white cardstock, and then I went ahead and die cut them ahead of time. I didn't know how long it was going to take me, and I didn't know if I was going to have any problem on YouTube today. So I just went ahead and did them ahead. But I'm going to show you quickly. I gotta grab a scrap piece. That's wide enough. Here we go. Alright, so you're gonna take your little tree and you're gonna ink it up. And there it is. And then of course we're gonna clean that stamp because that's just who I am. Thank you, Monica. I know, guys, you have no idea what I'm gonna do. You never know. You never know what I'm gonna toss out. So then this is the die that cuts out the tree. So let's actually trim that extra away Toss my scraps back in their pile. I have my little mini. I always have it on my desk or near my desk. Or all right, so mine is very well loved. So don't judge my mini machine. I do use it a lot because that way I don't have to get up. All right, so there is that. And then all you're gonna do is bring your plate in, crank it through. Sorry, I'm moving my desk mat everywhere. And then here is your tree. So see, pretty awesome. Pretty quick and easy. I could have easily done this. Thank you, Rita. I appreciate that. I'm so happy that you like it. Yeah, it's beautiful, especially, it just, to me, it just says mountains. It's just so pretty. Very well done. Okay, so let's put this die away before I lose it. All right, so that's how I got the trees. Okay, let's toss that. We don't need it. All right, so we are going to build our base here at the bottom. So we need this one to be at some place here, and then this one to be right here. And we don't want there to be this thing going on. See that? So we need to push this downward so that it will cover up. And it looks like I have a hair wider card than my gray pieces, but we can fix that. So I'm holding it in place, and I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to mark where this one's going to go to make my life easy. And I'm not going to stick it all the way down. I'm just going to add at the bottom. I know, surprising from the girl who uses way too much glue, but it's happening. All right, so I'm going to lay this one down. And then we're going to also, same thing on this one, because we want to tuck things. That's why we're not putting a ton of glue. And all right, so let's make sure that we're covered up, that we don't hang out of our card. And then I'm going to trim this little edge just slightly with my guillotine cutter, just to take that hair. All right. I love me a guillotine cutter for that reason. It's amazing. Okay. So there is our ground or mountain or whatever you want to call it. And every time you do it, like I said, it's going to be different because you're going to do it different every time. Okay. So we're going to start with the back, and we're going to tuck a set of these small trees behind here, like so. Okay. And we want to leave room for a larger tree, but we are going to trim it. We don't want it to be as tall as the one that we place here. Okay. Ish. We're going to put this here. We got to make sure that everything's going to live. I'm not putting any glue on anything because I'm just trying to figure out placement, how I want it to look, how far over I want everything to be. I'm going to just lay them. And then this one is going to be our extra. So I want it to be shorter than this tree. So I need to drop it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off this bottom section. And I'm going to cut this, this, and this. And no one will know that we don't have a shorter tree and that it wasn't made that way, right? Who's going to know that? Yeah, this is a great card, John, and I knew you would love it as soon as I made it. All right, so we're going to tuck this one in, like right here. See how nice that is, a little shorter? I'm happy with that. And then we're going to put a little tree line in front here by this tree. I like that. What do you guys think so far? I think we need a little more gray. We have too much lightness. I'm gonna grab my scrap paper again. Right here, we need a little darker, a little moody, more moodiness. All right. So just adjust and fix your card as you feel you need. Okay, I need a little darkness there. All right, so now that we know what we're doing, let's go ahead and start gluing our pieces. So we're gonna do the back ones first. So this one I want to lay flat. So I'm gonna go down the center, just real lightly, barely putting pressure on this glue bottle because I don't want a ton of glue to come out. And I'm just kind of adding glue. Let's grab our tweezer. And this one goes in first. And it's going to go back here behind this little hill. Alright, let's make sure it fits. That our trees are straight. And then you got to be careful because they do like to wiggle, so you got to push them and make sure that they're straight when they get glued down. Alright, there's our back layer. Alright, let's glue this one next. See, my glue wants to be crazy. This one I'm also going to try and flatten, so I'm going to go ahead and put as much as on all the different boughs. Let's move these guys out of the way. Whoops. And we're going to tuck that tree right about there, maybe a little in. Yeah. All right, I'm happy with that. All right. Let's see. Let's do this one next because it's going to go flat as well. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Janice. Thanks, I. What's Mom saying, Cher? That she wants you to make 500 of these? I'm just teasing you. Alright, so we want to move this, and we're going to place this little tree right about there. I'm moving a little farther in than I did on my original card because I just think it fits how I tore it. Alright, so we're going to add that one. And on to the next one. So, what I want to do on this next one is I want to put some glue behind it, but I don't want this middle tree or this tree to be glued all the way flat. So we're just gonna work our way halfway or so up. This one's okay if it goes flat, but the next one I want to have a little free roam on that, that next one. All right, let's play with this tree line here. So we're gonna tuck it back here, and I'm going to lift that slightly. Ooh, I love that. All right. And this one, make sure it's straight because remember how I told you these trees like to get wonky. I'm gonna leave that one loose. We're looking good so far. Just one more little set of trees. She wants a pink moon. Mom, you want a pink moon? It's like a pinkish gray now. All right, let's... When it comes up, it's so dramatic, which is why I'm leaving it to the end. All right, we're going to stick these. I'm actually going to... I think I'm going to move them like that. I actually like that. All right. And I'm going to let that one kind of float up a little. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and shoot a little bit of glue underneath this. Now that we've tucked everything that we want to tuck, we want to make sure that this stays glued, right, guys? So we're going to give it a little glue, and I'm going to, of course, use my favorite thing, my roller, to get it to adhere nicely. And let's make sure that this one's not up at all. that we're good here. I think we're good on this side. It was just the other side I was concerned with. So that's what our little mountain range looks like on this card. And we're gonna stamp with the sentiment, same color. Can you believe I didn't close this ink pad the whole time? Like living on the edge, I tell ya. Living on the edge. All right, so I'm gonna ink up my sentiment that says, "You mean so much to me." This is part of the same bundle. I know you're in a Halloween mood. We're going to make some fantastic Halloween cards, but you gotta give me a chance. August is coming soon enough. It's still summer. So there is "You Mean So Much to Me." I'm gonna clean this, and then we're going to reveal our moon. Are you ready for the moon reveal? Then we're gonna work on the inside. Okay. You're trying to tell me to close it. All right, I'm gonna use my scissor to help me get this little tip up. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so cool. Look at that moon. So what I do is I just stick my, when I use like something like that, it can be reused until it doesn't have any more stick. So I just put it either on the stamp case, inside the stamp case, or whatever. Okay, so on the inside of our card, we have our little tree line right here. So we're gonna add that, and then we're gonna sponge as well. So I'm gonna sponge first behind it, and then we're gonna add our tree line. And I want it a little darker than I did this last one. The last card, I'm gonna move this out of the way temporarily. Okay. So I'm gonna start with just a swirl, and I'm going to go higher because remember those little trees go kind of high. I want them to stand out, so it needs to be a good amount of shading here. Ooh, I'm glad I did a little darker on this card. I like it better. Love that. All right. Now we can move this out of the way and bring back our silicone mat. We're gonna put our little tree. Maybe I should add this one since I have it here anyway. Since I cut a third one to show you guys what to do, let's add it. Thank you, Clem. And then I will close the ink pad at the very last second because I'm living on the edge today. Thank you, Rose. I'm gonna put this one first. Then let's add these guys. So on the inside, you want them to be stuck down. So try and get adhesive on all the across pieces so that it'll stay nice and stuck. But don't squeeze too hard with your glue because then you'll have a big mess. Or you can use an adhesive sheet, which I never think of until it's too late. All right, let's add our trees. And let's move it over a little more. Yeah, I'm loving that. That's awesome. All right, make sure our tree is straight. No crooked trees on this scene. What do you guys think? There's the dark one. Here's the lighter one. Which one do you like better? Hey Joyce, thanks for joining us. I don't know. I kind of like, I don't know which one I like. I think the darker, it just adds to that moodiness of the whole card, right? Yeah, well, let's fix this other card then. I mean, I only have more ink. I mean, it's free. I already bought it. Let's add it. Let's add a little more moodiness to this card. Yeah. Darker. Yes. So see, I made the same card, but they're a little different. Depends on how you tear your paper, how much or how little you tear. If you decide to wave them up or down or whatever you do, like I said, it's always... but look, we made this card with one color of ink. So see, you don't even need a lot of color to make a fantastic card. You can even use dark and moody colors to get fantastic cards. And don't forget about this gorgeous, gorgeous die bundle. So let me talk a little bit about it now that we're done with the card. We're done a little early, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the die set itself. So you have this grapevine wreath, which, by the way, this is only shown at 75%, so they're much bigger. So you can see this is what cuts out this wreath, okay? And there's a really cool trick with this die set. So what you want to do is you want to stamp your wreath. Actually, let me just go ahead. Well, I'll have to grab I think I have one. Let's grab the wreath. I'm going to just use scrap paper. I have a large block right here. Alright, so here's our wreath, okay? Thank you, Roxanne. Oh, you missed us by an hour. If you send me, Roxanne, if you send me a message on Facebook and give me your phone number, I will text you and let you know when I'm going live. Just let me know if you would like me to do that for you. Okay, so see how there's a gap here? So when I stamp it, you'll be able to see it. See how there's a little gap right there? The wreath is made that way because it helps us with the dies, and I'll show you in a second. Time to clean up my messes. I gotta clean up as I go because I'm designing still for next week, and I have to, what do you call it? I have stuff to work on when I'm done with this live. Alright, so let's put the wreath back here. Okay. Whoops. Alright. Alright, so let me explain the die set. So now you've stamped your wreath, and you have this die and you want to cut it out. This little opening is for a reason. So you have two dies in order to cut this out as a single wreath. So you want to use these little tabs that they've given us right there. And that tab goes in that opening. So see how ingenious they are? So you put that tab there, and you can die cut the middle out, or you can do them together. I tend to do them together. I put them down and then I use a post-it note to hold them in place. So then, see how the two tabs are right across from each other? I'm going to bring the camera down so you can see a little better. See how the tabs are right across from each other like this? No problem, Roxanne. I don't mind helping you at all. So these tabs right here, they line up in that gap. And when you have them like this, you know you're in place to cut out that thin grapevine wreath. And so you just put a post-it note or a flag over the top on two sides like this, and then crank it through your die cut machine, and then you'll have a wreath cut out. But I thought it was rather ingenious. Or if you're making a card and you want the wreath to be on the front and you want the opening of your card to show the inside, you can always just die cut the inside out of the wreath like this. And then you'll have a peekaboo card where you can have this part pop out, the wreath will stay, and it'll flank the front of the card, and then you can either add some of the dies that are on there, like some leaves or some florals, or you can add this or some pine boughs or whatever for your wreath. So they did a really great job, I think, of designing this set, and to make it easy for us to die cut it with these cool little tabs that they added for us. So in this die set, you have that really cool grapevine wreath. Let me bring us back up again. I think we're good. I'm hoping. Right here. All right. I never know if I'm good or not, but I think I am now. It's always hard to see on YouTube. All right, so we have this, which cuts out the grapevine from the stamp set. Okay. You have this really beautiful floral that fits right alongside of this, or this line of trees that fits here. This is also a stamp, but there's no die cut for this one. This floral, which you can put all the way around and make an entire floral wreath if you want to, or just one. You can cover the gap with it. It's die cut out here. And then you have this extra really beautiful wreath. It has kind of like berry pods or seed pods on this wreath. I think it's really cool. These, what I love about these dies that you have two of, they face both directions. So if you want your wreath to be like this, and then maybe on the top you want them like this, you can. Or if you just want them, whoops, to flank the bottom of your circle, they gave them where they go in both directions, which I think is a really great design. And all of them are that way. So these floral ones, see this leaf here? They're also bending towards each other, and these, so they go in the opposite direction so that they fit really nicely around the wreath. So this is a really awesome die set. It makes the bundle, in my opinion. What I like about this bundle is it's good for feminine, for masculine. It's good for winter. It's good for fall. It's good for spring. It just is an all year round, really beautiful nature set, and I do highly recommend it. Does anybody have any questions for me about this die set or about our card from today? You're welcome, Clem. Thanks, Joyce. Yeah, very smart design, Lou. All right, well, if you guys just popped in to the chat, don't forget to click the thumbs up for me. And if you watch on the replay, I would love it if you leave me a message. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the video. And if you have any ideas, or if you think of anything when you're watching it, I always like to hear what's in your mind or on your mind. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'm so happy that I didn't have too much trouble this time. I'm hoping that I can continue to make the lives the exact same way so that they will work. I appreciate it. Thank you, Roxanne. I appreciate that. Thank you, Lou. Lou, will you be there on Saturday? How about you, Maleda? Just send me a message and let me know if you guys are going to be at Fiesta on Saturday. I'm trying to get a count. Thank you, Kimberly. Thanks for hanging out with us. Sherry went a little quiet, so I don't know, Mom. Mom, what did you think of my pink moon going away? Maybe she got a phone call. I think also Rita did as well. Thank you, Sherry. All right, guys, I appreciate you so much. Does anybody have any questions for me? If you do, let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. And if not, I'm going to let you go. Don't forget again to click the thumbs up. Leave me a message if you watch the replay. And at 9 o'clock in 4 minutes on my website, inkyhandswarmhearts.com, you will see the video posted, and you can click there to go to the replay if you don't want to do it on YouTube. Thanks, Eileen. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys next time. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!